jalapenos. So the kombucha's coming along fine. It created a whole new layer of SCOBY on top of the old one I put in there from the rescued SCOBY. So that's good. I also took a little taste. Here's that tiny little taste. I'm going to see how far along it is and see when I can get it into its secondary fermentation. I could probably bottle that tomorrow. Any further along and it might start tasting too much like vinegar. And here's something I haven't shown you. I also make apple cider vinegar. So I got this recipe from Daddy Kirk's Farms. I'll have a link for that in the description below. So here it is. Yeah, I was shocked to find that apple cider vinegar made its own SCOBYs as well. So this has been sitting here quite some time, but it's still growing and it's still fermenting. Let's see if I can show you that. Yeah, see all those bubbles? Yeah. So I'm gonna try to work on that tomorrow as well. So I've got several projects in the works. I actually got this recipe from Daddy Kirk's Farms from Blake Kirby, but I do something different with it. He does it for the hot sauce that comes from the recipe. I do it for the fermented peppers. For this recipe, you'll need a pound of jalapeno peppers, 2 tablespoons of salt, a 1/4 cup of sugar, and 4 cloves of garlic. So before I start any of my ferments, I always wash my hands. I also do the added step of spraying my hands with apple cider vinegar. That way my hands are thoroughly disinfected. So let's wash our peppers. I'm also going to spray them with apple cider vinegar just to kill any extra bacteria that may be on them. When I work with jalapenos, I always wear gloves. For that matter, when I work with any pepper besides a bell pepper, I always wear gloves because I tend to stick my finger in my eye or someplace on my body that's going to end up burning. If you're like me, wear gloves. We're going to chop the tops off, cut them in half, and then cut them in quarters. That way it'll make it easier on the food processor. A pound of peppers. Stella's waiting for her walk. She's such a good puppy. Right now it's 9 degrees and she's got her little green coat on. Stella!
Don't bother me.
Single-minded.
Don't bother me.
She's so perfectly still.
Alright, you can lock the door behind me.
Okay. There she goes. All right, bye.
Yeah.
You can tell by how much Troy was wearing that it's a cold day in St. Paul. And we got the coat on the dog too. That's always a telltale sign. So we're gonna get all of these peppers into the Vitamix. I'm gonna do that along with the garlic cloves. So we're supposed to turn this into a mash, not blend it completely, just turn it into a pepper mash. So I'm going to add a little bit of water to get it blending faster. Trying to get a lot of those big chunks out of there. We're getting there. And I don't want to turn this into a soup, but we are getting the big chunks out. And we are there. Time for the salt and the sugar. I use an organic cane sugar, and we were using Himalayan salt this time. Looks like all the peppers are evenly chopped. So this is the stuff I'm after. That, once it turns into a sauce, I'm gonna give to my niece. I'm gonna get this into a half-gallon canning jar. Using a wide mouth funnel to help me because I spill everything. I'm going to use a wide mouth airlock lid. If you notice, it has a hole there. I'm going to screw it on. I'm going to put my airlock. There we have it. So in about 13 days, I'm going to have some fermented jalapenos, and then I can take the juice from this and create a fermented jalapeno sauce. That jalapeno sauce is going to my niece Jessica, so you're welcome, Jessica. And then I will use the fermented jalapenos on my tacos and anything I want just a little bit of spice in. So here's some I made back in October, and they're still good. They're sour, they're spicy, and they're delicious. Did you notice the color difference? Well, thank you for coming into my kitchen and working with me on fermented jalapenos. I hope you enjoyed what you saw, and if you did, go ahead and like and subscribe, and don't forget to ring that bell so I can tell you when I'm coming back in your kitchen. Bye-bye!